Okay, guys, just hear me out, yeah? I know I always talk about how delicious my recipes are and everything, but trust me, they are. They are. And without exception, so is this delicious coconut milk bread that I am so pumped to share with you guys today. It is so delicious, and when done right, it comes out so good. Just spread some warm butter on it, and poof, you're gone. You're gone. Okay, let's get to it.
Let's go.
As always, I'll mention that the full recipe is in the description box below, both the ingredients and the process and everything. So you can use both cup. I decided to measure it, and I decided to use a scale to measure because this recipe is quite sensitive on the measurement, and I wanted to get the exact measurement. But you can also use a cup if you do not have a scale. I put the scale equivalent in the description, so you could check that. And I also want to mention that this recipe requires some arm muscles. It requires some arm muscles. So if maybe you've been lacking, or you've been flailing a bit in your workout, in your daily workout. This will help you get the job done. I promise you. Okay, so here I'm just mixing everything to form a cohesive dough. Now we're not going to do any heavy kneading. Here I'm just trying to just mix everything together, because you just want it to form a you do not want you want it to be a sort of homogeneous mixture, but but you are not going to do any heavy kneading. Yes, this is not heavy kneading. Just wait till we get to the main part. So here I'm just going to cover it, and we're going to let it rest for 10 minutes because we want the gluten to develop. And if you need it now, you are going to have double the work. Okay, so we're just allowing it to rest, get it a bit soft. Next is softened butter. Now the way that I'd recommend to soften your butter is to just leave it out, maybe for about 10 to 20 minutes to soften on the table. Just remove it from the fridge and place it on the table. I actually used, because I was pressed for time, I think I did not use the microwave, but I put it around hot water. So that is another way. But just try not to. First thing, what you want to avoid is that you want to avoid it from completely melting, because you want it soft so that you can work it into the dough. And yeah, you do not want it hot. You want it room temperature. So next, we're going to be kneading this for 15 to 20 minutes. Yes, a whole 15 to 20 minutes. Time yourself. This is important. This is essential. It's going to take a lot of arm work, and of course you can take time in between to just cool down. I guarantee that this will give you the best bread texture ever. So time yourself and make sure it's done. Now, how I know that it is done is a test. So I take out a piece of the dough and I stretch it out. If it breaks, then I know that I still have to keep kneading it because the gluten is not yet completely developed. But as you can see here, I kept on stretching it and it did not break. The only break that happened was my hand tearing through it mistakenly one time, that is going to show. But you see that I keep stretching it and nothing happened. So that was how I knew that it was good to go. And I heaved a big sigh of relief because, man, that was stressful. Okay. So next, I just put a bit of oil in a bowl. And I put, this is just to prevent it from sticking to the bowl, because it's going to be rising next. We're going to cover it and we're going to leave it to double in size. That will take about an hour or so. Okay, an hour has passed, and you can see how much it has gotten larger. You can see the before and after. As beautiful and as satisfying as this was, we have to punch out the gas. So this hurt me emotionally. You have to punch it out. Ouch. Okay. Ouch. Okay, so after punching out the air, we're just going to bring it out to the floor. Don't worry, we're not needing it anymore. Now we're just going to divide this into 8 equal parts. So I just brought out my scale again. I just weighed it. If you do not have a scale, you can just eyeball this. It's not that deep if it's not that big of an issue if they're different. So you just flour your knife or whatever you're going to use to cut it and just divide it into 8 equal parts. And to those 8 equal parts, we're going to be, should I say fine tuning them. So we're going to start by rolling each of them into a ball because we want them to be as smooth as we can get. Then to each ball, you can use a rolling pin for this, but I just used my hands. You flatten it out, and when it has come to a cylinder like shape or a weird circle, let's go with a cylinder like shape. We roll it. You see how I roll it? So you just roll it like that, and this is how we're going to bake it. So you just put it into your baking dish or a baking tin this way. This way it gives it defines the inner part more, makes it more beautiful, and it makes it neater. So we're going to do this for all 8 balls, and I'll get back to you when we're done doing that. So now it's done, and you can see that it actually made it look a lot neater. So as I said before, this will make your your finished product look very neat and beautiful. And so next we're going to again cover it and let it rest for about 30 minutes. When you come back after 30 minutes, you see that it's actually it's swollen up. Now 30 minutes has passed, and see how it literally, I just love this, like see how it just occupied the container. It just made me glad. So next we're going to make a quick egg wash. Milk, eggs, whisk, and you can use a brush, but I just used my whisk, and I just basted the top of our dough with that. It gives it a nice finish and a beautiful golden brown. Will you opt should you opt out of this? No, I actually don't think you should opt out of it, but you can just use milk if you do not have, or just buttercream. Next, we're baking these beauties, and here they are, looking all golden brown and whatnot, and looking so delicious. Okay, so this oh god, like just look at it when I open it. Look at that. Look, did you see? Did you see that? Did you see that? Should we rewind? No, we're not going to, because we're going to do it again. Like it came out like this. Unfortunately, or should I say fortunately, this was finished in everything finished in like 2 days. 2 days, just because I didn't want to finish it in an entire day. But that is all, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel, and I will see you in another video. Bye.